Another segment, another show. Um, here we have another pop the balloon segment. Okay. Uh, this is to be expected from now on a little bit, but let's see. Let's give this a chance. Let's see. We have the one lady here that didn't pop the balloon. Let's see what she has to ask our young king here.
Wow.
Just an approximate. I know.
Oh, hold on for a second. Let me refresh that. Let's refresh that.
Salary.
You want to know how much I make?
Approximate.
Let's try that again.
Approximate salary.
You want to know how much I make?
Approximate.
Oh, wow.
Just an approximate. I know it's the internet, so you don't have to say the specifics, but like
Yeah.
a range. Just a range.
I mean, you can probably go on Google on Glassdoor. I'm not going to reveal my finances in a public setting in this matter. It's a private matter. I'm not going to do that. So you're asking me, so if it was above the number you wanted, you would have kept it. If it was below the number you wanted, you would have popped it.
If you had answered, there would have been a possibility for both, but because you refused to answer,
You wanna know how
that's
much
what
I
got
make?
your balloon pop.
Oh, so it's a money thing. That's okay. I prefer people who don't look at money as a criteria to get to know somebody. Who do. That's why she popped it.
Well, I prefer a provider type, and who I know, if I like you, if we continue to date and marry, I want to be able to make sure that you can provide for me and our future children, their college education, and anything else that they need so that they never have to worry about finances or money ever.
Sure.
What's your approximate salary?
You want to know how much I make?
So you heard all the provider, you heard all the key terms, right? Provider, he needs for my kids and oh man. But I think here's the thing though, because a lot of men don't understand. In 2024, a lot of women, I will say most women, are in a very desperate financial situation. You know what I mean? Especially the ones that are living on their own, even the ones that are living at home with their parents. They all damn near, most women right now are literally putting money first. They're at that level of high-end escort. You know what I'm saying? They are high-end. A lot of them are high-end escorts. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't want to hear nobody talking about they 30, 40 years old. I don't want women in here that's 30, 40 years old talking about no. We're talking about women in their 20s, all throughout their 20s, and well, late teens doesn't count because they're obviously in either 18. If you're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, you're in college and in high school, or probably senior year of high school, potentially. But we're talking about dateable, marriageable age range. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about ladies in that range are in a very desperate financial situation. So you cannot be surprised. I remember I went, you know, a girl I was going with. She asked me about my net worth. I was like, my what? What are you talking about? Now, mind you don't like dating in Connecticut is not like really like that, but that stuff you still see that here. I was like, my what? She said, "Oh yeah, what's your net worth?" I was like, "My what are you talking about?" So like I said, this is what they're looking for. Now, what's interesting is that the irony of this is all along, you know, we grew up thinking, "Oh, they're looking for equal partnership and all this stuff," which is cap. Now that the economy is kicking ass, now they're talking about, "Oh, I want a provider." Or somebody that could take care of, basically, if you're not a provider, you're not a real man, you know, stuff like that, you know, gaslighting terms. Now, I'll say that for an accomplished man like this, because I can already look at him and tell he's an accomplished man. First of all, he's got to be, he's got to have some kind of Nigerian parents or some Nigerian background, something. And guys like that are they have to be successful, or their parents are going to give them hell. So for a successful guy like that, right? He's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to move abroad if he wants like a traditional or somebody, or you know, if he's trying to look for love, and I put that in quotation marks. He's gonna have to do it like that, you know, because right now American women are on full scammer mode. I'm talking about you see how like when they said like 50% of women are going to be single and childless, that's not going to be good because they're going to be broke and they're going to be on some desperate ish. So they're going to be on some scam artistry from now until until for a long time, because we're not really going to financially recover from what has been happening to us in the past 4 years since the pandemic. So right now, like you cannot be shocked if women are going to be on full scammer mode. Meaning you're seeing like former strippers wearing TradCon dresses, acting like they changed, right? You're seeing you're seeing all types of them complaining about money, or how we supposed to get in this, or socialism is the answer, and blah blah. Like, so right now, women are in full scam artist mode. So you have to be very careful of that. So let's replay the video one more time. Okay.
Approximate.
Oh wow.
Just an approximate. I know it's the internet, so you don't have to say the specifics, but like a range.
That was the only woman that had the balloon left for the dude. You know what I'm saying? And she was a full scammer, and and she's probably a single mom. You know, she's probably a single mom. And like I said, it's not uncommon to be like, say, if you are a young man in this dating market, to encounter like a 21-year-old that's a single mom. You just be like, what are you doing? You know, but it is what it is.
Just range.
I mean, you can probably go and Google on Glassdoor. I'm not going to reveal my finances in a public setting in this matter. It's a private matter. I'm not going to do that. So you're asking me, so
like I said, people are going to give her help, but at the same, she's the only one that had the balloon popped. Everybody else popped their balloon. Like I said, people don't understand what young men are going through dating. I'm talking about dating Gen Z and millennials. Dating Gen Z women and dating millennial women. People don't understand what young men are going through. This is why I do not understand these traditional con artists. I like to call them the trad cons, but I like to call them trad con artists. They have no idea what young men are going. I'm talking about they have no clue. Absolutely no clue. The advice that they give is, you can literally just take that advice and futudeo. Never mind. Anyway, but this is like they don't understand. This is what young men are going through. They have no idea.
If it was above the number you wanted, you would have kept it. If it was below the number you wanted, you would have popped it.
If you had answered, there would have been a possibility for both, but because you refused to answer,
You wanna know how
that's
much
what
I
got
made?
your balloon pop.
Oh,
So basically, she's a prostitute. Basically.
money thing. That's okay. I prefer people who don't look at money as a criteria to get to know somebody.
Which is interesting what he says, because we grew up hearing that men were the shallow ones, right? We're superficial for just not wanting a fat bitch. You know, apparently that's too much to ask for. It's too much to ask for, to be a little bit in shape, just a little bit. You know what I mean? And you still have dudes dating fat chicks. They never had problems getting men. It's just they couldn't get the Chad and Tyrones, or the rich, or basically men with wealth. Then they have the options to be able to go from Chad, or if that doesn't work, they can go to Brad. They didn't have those kind of options, and they were limited to a man of a different finances. That was the whole point, like, of the body positivity movement, right? So, like I said, men are always willing to lower their dating standards, so to speak, to find some kind of a solution. Now, as the tables have flipped, we're now seeing full closely, like in full HD, especially with these dating shows, that men are not most men are not the problem out here. I keep trying to tell people this. Most men are not the problem out here in terms of when it comes to dating. Most men are not the villains that women have made them out to be.
Who do? That's why she popped it.
Well, I prefer a provider type, and who I know, if I like.
Oh, she tries to clean it up. Oh, I prefer a provider type. No, she's you know what I mean? So we already know the keywords. We already know. So she, like I said, she's on full scammer mode. So this is something that, you know, men need to watch out for. But I like this pop the balloon segment, because I'm even seeing like a lot of women that are like, wow, sheesh. You know what I mean? You could have, I obviously, like, you could have just asked him what he does for work, but it's just how much money you got, you know? That's the opening line you got. Like, or like, remember the other girl that went to Waka Flocka in that dating show? You have a chance to be in front of a man of status, man of with means, and the first thing you go with, oh, I swallow, I'm like, and he's like, whoa. You know what I mean? A lot of the advice that these ladies are getting, especially, and I really hope, like I'm saying, I really don't have a problem with the sprinkle lady. Shireen knows, I really don't have that much of a problem with her, because she's a scam artist. You know, that's what she do. I mean, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? because usually I avoid girls, like I try to avoid women like that, but I really hope young women are not taking her advice to the bank, because it's terrible. Like half the time she's like half joking most of the time when I be seeing her. So I hope that women are not taking her advice, because it looks with these dating shows, what I'm finding, because I'll hear some of the stuff that Shireen 07 will say, and then I'm hearing the ladies on the dating show, and I'm like, I hope they didn't get that from Sprinkle Lady. I really hope, because that's idiotic. Because I know plenty of girls that be joking like Sprinkle Lady, but then behind closed doors, they be having whole Tyrones or Chads at home that they're sharing openly, meaning they allow him, they don't care that he cheats. Literally, like, meaning, and I think she said that herself too. I think she has said that herself too, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm talking about, they cook and be cleaning for these, and they like these Cardi B ass bitches talking about, I don't cook, I don't clean, but then you see Offset showing a video of her doing exactly that. Please, I really hope you're not taking what they're saying to the bank. I really hope not, but I have a feeling that they're taking Sprinkle Lady, and they're really taking that as gospel. I'm starting to think that, and the women that are taking her advice are women that have no business taking her. I'm talking about no business. Like, they need to be in full obedience and submission mode and stuff like that. I don't care if people call me mean for that, but the ladies that I see taking her advice have no business doing that kind of stuff.